Wow. Wow. Hi, Spartango. Hi, Locke. Hope you're both doing well. Hope work has slowed down for you, Locke. Test, test. Alright. The PNG tuber is feeding the right mic. Alright. Today is RuneScape until my voice gets tired or I feel like I don't want to talk anymore. There's just one quest I was looking at that I wanted to do. It's a prerequisite for Recipe of the Dead. I mean, Recipe for Disaster. Sorry, the quest is murder mystery, so it has to do with dead people. Let me find it. Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. Nope, I'm going to figuratively extinguish one of the big 4 consulting firms. Oh my god. Wait, was it a vendor's fault? That's crazy. What did they do? Was it like an offshore team or something that fucked something up? Wait, did I get the— oh, I did get the quick guide. Alright, cool. Let's see. Let's do this. I need a pot. And that's all. Alright. I think I have a pot. Oh, there you go. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go. Oh wait, let me take off this bit I had on for a clue scroll thingy I had. Okay, that's it. Locke has the juicy corporate tea. Where is this actually? Oh wait, what am I doing? I can just go teleport using— I think it's in the Sears village. That's a customer who engaged consultants for forensic data investigation. The consultants are trying to obtain a copy of the core database unencrypted, so my life currently is making sure that they can't. Huh. That's not what I expected. Okay, it's very interesting. Hi, Topaz. You just finished your backlog of 3.1 to 3.4 quests a few days ago. Oh my god, that's a lot. How long did that take you? I'm going to be lazy and teleport. It is a Sears teleport? Okay, never mind. Let me see what quests I've done in the area. Scorpion Catcher. I hardly knew her. Let's see. I think I finished everything else here, right? And then up here is like the Fremenic Isle quests. Well, I guess I could do that. There's like 3 here as well. And then after I unlock this murder mystery quest or finish it, and I unlock 2 paths for Recipe for Disaster. Locke says it's because they want the other customers' data unencrypted in breach of privacy and security legislation. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like a big problem and a big no-no. Get 3.1 here there since I have summary. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Nice. Alright, murder mystery, everybody. What's going on here? Oh, it's terrible. Lord Sinclair has been murdered and we don't have any clues as to who or why. We're totally baffled. If you can help us, we'll be very grateful. Sure, ask a random stranger that you just met on the road to help you. Sure, I'll help. Thanks a lot. What should I be doing to help? Look around and investigate who might be responsible. The Sarge said every murder leaves clues to who done it, but frankly, we're out of our depth here. What makes you think I'm capable? An officer of the law. Search. Okay. Okay, wait. I wanna... Hobbs? I'm here to help the guards with their investigation. How can I help? Who do you think is responsible? Well, in my considered opinion, it must be David. The man is nothing more than a bully, and I happen to know that poor Lord Sinclair and David had a massive argument in the living room about the way he treats the staff the other day. I did not intend to overhear their conversation, but they were shouting so loudly I could not help but overhear it. David definitely used the words, "I'm going to kill you," as well. I think he should be the prime suspect. He has a nasty temper, that one. Plus side, I get to work from home today to focus on it. Oh, yay. That's good. Luisa? Are you Pregante? I think she's Pregante. How can I help? Who do you think is responsible? Elizabeth. Her father confronted her about her constant petty thieving and was devastated to find she had stolen a silver needle, which had meant a lot to him. You could hear their argument from Lumbridge. If you, like, straight up call someone out like that, I'm, like, less inclined to believe you. I'm here to help. Oh, really? What do you want to know, then? Who do you think was responsible? It was clearly an intruder. Well, I don't think it was. What makes me say that? It was one of our Lady C servants, then. Okay, you're just racist. Or classist. Hello, Timochi. Yippee! Where were you when the murder happened? In the library. No one else was there, so you'll just have to take my word for it. Suspicious among us. Luisa looks like she enjoys her job. Anna is dressed in a red top and green trousers. Hobbs, he looks kind of stuck up. Why would I believe any of these people? I need alibis. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was right here with Hobbs and Mary. You can't suspect me, surely. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was assisting with the cook with the evening meal. I gave Mary his lordship's dinner and sent her to take it to him. Then heard the scream as she found the body. Okay, so the waiter found the body. Where is the crime scene? Anna Layton's on the case. Hell yeah. How did Lord Sinclair die? Mary the maid found the body in the study next to his bedroom on the east wing of the ground floor. The door was found locked from the inside and he seemed to have been stabbed, but there was an odd smell in the room. Frankly, I'm stumped. Wait, I didn't ask for his alibi. Oh, never mind. I'm here to help. Good for you. Now what do you want? And can you spare me any money? I'm a little short. Where were you when the murder happened? I don't know, somewhere around here, probably. Can you spare me a few coins? I'll be able to pay you double tomorrow if it's just that there's this poker night tonight in town. He seems not very concerned about all this. Who do you think was responsible? I don't know. You don't know how long it takes an inheritance to come through, do you? I could really use that money pretty soon. Wow. This is like insurance fraud. And, make this quick. I have better things to do than be interrogated by half-wits all day. Who do you think was responsible? I don't really know or care. Frankly, the old man deserved to die. There was a suspicious red-headed man who came to the house the other day selling poison, now that I think about it. Last I saw, he was headed towards the tavern in the Sears village. Where were you when the murder happened? That is none of your business. Are we finished now, or are you just going to stand there and irritating me with your idiotic questions all day? Okay, well then. Scrap paper. Your test, something written on it. The note says, remember to blow out candles when you leave the room to save energy. The candles are out? Puppy. Bark in all caps. Oh, this is the bedroom? Drawers are empty. A drab-looking bed. Sinclair family crest. Oh, that's outside. There's nothing here. Take the dagger. The knife doesn't seem sturdy enough to have killed Lord Sinclair. What is this thing? Pungent pot. A pot found at the murder scene with a sickly odor. It seems like Lord Sinclair was drinking from this before he died. Investigate smashed window. Some thread seem tapping caught on a loose nail on the window. You take the thread. Break smashed window. You don't want to damage the evidence, okay. Some blue thread from the murder scene. Frank is wearing blue. Wait. Who's Pierre? Investigate steady wooden gate. Oh, whoops. What is this on? As you approach the gate, the guard dog starts barking loudly at you. There's no way an intruder could have committed the murder. It must have been someone the dog knew to get past it quickly. Okay, so it wasn't someone new. Or not before into this area, I mean. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was in town at the inn. When I got back, the house was swarming with guards who told me what had happened. Sorry. You might have sold him the poison. Did you hear any suspicious noises at all? Well, like what? Any sounds of struggle? No, I don't remember hearing anything like that. How about the guard dog barking? I hear him bark all the time. It's one of his favorite things to do. Can't say I did the night of the murder. Though, as I wasn't close enough to hear that either way. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was in town at the inn. When I got back, the house was swarming with guards. Okay. Who do you think done it? Honestly, I think it was Carol. I saw her in a huge argument with Lord Sinclair in the library the other day. Something to do with stolen books. She definitely seemed upset enough to have done it afterwards. Okay. So the murderer, I think, is still inside. Oh wait, who's Bob? Oh, there's a fountain to investigate. Fountain with a large number of insects around the base. Do you recognize this thread? You show him the thread you discovered. It's some thread, great clue. Not really. No, really. Where were you when the murder happened? I was walking by myself in the garden. Can anyone vouch for that? No, but I was. Among us. Who do you think was responsible? I don't really care as long as no one thinks it's me. Maybe it was that strange poison seller who headed towards the Seals village. Well, that's Pierre. Nothing. Ooh, beehive? It's a very old beehive. It's a heap of compost. Where were you at the time of the murder? Right here by my little shed. It's very cozy to sit and think in. Did you hear any suspicious noises at all? Not that I remember. So no sounds of struggle between Lord Sinclair and an intruder? Not to the best of my recollection. How about the guard dog barking? Not that I can recall. These people are useless. Who do you think is responsible? It was Anna. She's seriously imbalanced. She trashed the garden once and tried to blame it on me. I bet it was her. It's just the kind of thing she'd do. She really hates me and was arguing with Lord Sinclair about trashing the garden a few days ago. Alright, these guys all have a personal vendetta. It doesn't help. There's some fly paper in there. Should I take it? Yeah, sure, it might be useful. No thing for the barrels? The fly paper for the fountain or something? Nothing interesting happens. Okay. Where's the kitchen? Oh, that's the kitchen. Take from barrel of flour. Looks like this is where the cook stores flour. Carol. Do you recognize this thread? It's some thread. Sorry. Do you have a point here? Or do you just enjoy wasting people's time? You're rude. Wait, she's also wearing a blue shirt. Where were you when the murder happened? Why? Are you accusing me of something? You seem to have a very high opinion of yourself. I was in my room, if you must know. Alone. Why is there... Beautiful Bob, what are you doing here? Wait, who do you think was responsible? I don't know. I think it's very convenient that you have arrived here so soon after it happened. Maybe it was you. Alright, you're useless too. Oh wait, search Carol's barrel. There's something hidden, shiny that's hidden at the bottom. You take Carol's silver bottle. David's barrel? It's his silver book. Why is everything silver? Search... Oh wait, ooh, what's going... Open drawers. Nothing in here. Nothing here either. Mary. Okay. Hey, Galaxy. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was with Hobbs and Louisa in the kitchen helping prepare Lord Sinclair's meal. And then when I took it to his study, I saw... Oh, it was horrible. He was... She seems to be on the verge of crime. You decide not to push her anymore for details. Did you hear any suspicious noises at all? I don't really remember hearing anything out of the ordinary. No sounds of struggle then. No, I don't remember hearing anything like that. How about the guard dog? Oh, that horrible dog is always bucking at nothing, but I don't think I did. Who do you think is responsible? Oh, I don't know. Frank was acting kind of funny after that big argument him and the Lord had the other day by the beehive, so I guess it may be him, but it's really scary to think someone here might have been responsible. I actually hope it was a burglar. Wise? Investigate spider's nest. It's... looks like a spider's nest of some kind. Nothing happens when I tried to put the flypaper on. And who's cleaning this place? There's a lot of bedrooms. Are these drawers searchable? No. What about these drawers? Empty. Frank's barrel. Silver pot. Why do they all have silver items? Donovan, the family handyman. Elizabeth has blue pants too. What's so important that you need to bother me with then? Where were you when it happened? I was out. Could you care to be more specific? Not really. I don't have to justify myself to the likes of you, you know. I know the kings personally, you know. Now are we finished here? No. You're suspicious. Do you recognize this thread? You showed the thread from the study window. Looks like a blue thread to me. If you can't work that out for yourself, I don't hold much hope of you solving this crime. Looks a lot like the material trousers are made of, doesn't it? I suppose it does. So what? Okay, who do you think was responsible? Could have been anyone. The old man was an idiot. He's been asking it for years. Family handyman. Where were you when it happened? Me? I was sound asleep here in the servants' quarters. It's very hard work as a handyman around here. There's always something to do. Did you hear any noises? No, I didn't. But I could sleep very soundly at night. So you didn't hear the sounds of any struggle or dog barking? Now that you mention it. No, it is odd that I didn't hear anything quite like that, but I do sleep very soundly, as I said, and wouldn't necessarily have heard it if there were any such noise. Okay, who do you think did it then? Oh, I really couldn't say. I wouldn't really want to point at any figures at anybody. If I had to make a guess, I'd have to say it was probably Bob, though. I saw him arguing with Lord Sinclair about some missing silverware from the kitchen. It was a very heated argument. These seem like all petty things. Silver needle. Blue thread. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Did that do something? The bottle is now coated with a tiny, thin layer of silver. You have a clean impression of Carol's fingerprints. Oh, okay, that's why I need it. Address form? The form says, apply now for great savings. Don't let this great deal pass you by. Oh. Wait, they debated me. I thought I was gonna get something, because it flipped to a big screen. Alright, there's nothing up here. We gotta dust fingerprints then. Alright, we need more paper. Wait. Oh, I need more flour. Alright, let's get more flour. Wait, but if the dagger was too flimsy in the first place... then... I don't know if this will work. Alright, I have... Oh. It's kind of numerical. C... D... E... F? And then unknown? Okay, it's not Carol. Oh, it matches Frank's. Okay, so Frank's Prince Mash. Oh wait, I went upstairs by accident. Oops. Let's go back down. We should probably check. Oh, gossip? I'm investigating the murder up at Sinclair's place. Murder, is it? I'm not really surprised. What can you tell me about the Sinclairs? Well, what do you want to know? Tell me about Lord Sinclair. Oh, Lord Sinclair was a great man with a lot of respect in these parts, more than his worthless children have anyway. His kids? They have something to gain by his death? Yes, you could say that. Not that I want to gossip. There's a motive. Why do the Sinclairs live so far from town? Well, they used to live in this big castle, but old Lord Sinclair gave it up so that these strange knights could live there instead, so the king built him a new house in the north. It's more cramped than his old place, but he seemed to like it. His children were furious at him for doing it, though. Oh, the King Arthur and them, they used to live in here, the Camelot Castle. What can you tell me about his sons? His sons, eh? They all have their own skeletons in their cupboards. You'll have to be more specific. Who are you interested in exactly? Frank. I'm not one to talk ill of people behind their back, but Frank is a real piece of work. He is an absolutely terrible gambler. Can't pass 2 dogs in the street without putting a bet on which one will bark first. Oh, he was in the all-blue outfit. He's already squandered all of his allowance, and I heard he had stolen a number of paintings of his father's to sell and try to cover his debts, but he still owes a lot of money. A lot of people a lot of money. If his father ever found out, he would stop his income. And then he would be in serious trouble. Okay, well, there's definitely a motive there. Who do you think was responsible? Well, I guess it could have been an intruder, but with that big guard dog of theirs, I seriously doubt it. I suspect it was someone close to home. Especially as I heard that the poison salesman in the Sears village made a big sale to one of the family the other day. Okay... Perhaps we go there. Hi, True. Alright. For the bar. is it? This one? Oh. Talk about the murder mystery quest. I'm investigating the murder at the Sinclair house. There was a murder at the Sinclair house. That's terrible. And I was only there that other day too. They bought the last of my patented multi-purpose poison. Who did you sell it to? Well, my patented poison is a product of such obvious quality that I'm so glad to say I managed to sell a bottle to each of the Sinclairs. What? Anna, Bob, Carol, David, Elizabeth, and Frank all bought a bottle. In fact, they bought the last of my supplies. Maybe I can take your name and address and I'll personally come and visit you when stock returns. No, that's okay. I have this pot I found at the murder scene. You show the poison salesman the pot you found at the murder scene with the unusual smell. Yes, that it smells exactly like my patented poison, but I don't see how it could be. It quite clearly says on the label, all bottles, not to be taken internally. Extremely poisonous. Perhaps someone else put it in his wine? Yes, I suppose that could have happened. What? Why would you sell poison that can't be ingested? Alright, let's talk to Frank. Oh wait, did I take their barrel? On a silver necklace. Oh, and there's Bob as a barrel. Oh. Well. Let's talk to Frank. Why did you buy poison the other day? Would you like to buy some? I'm kind of strapped for cash right now. I'll sell it to you cheap. It's hardly been used at all. I just used a bit to clean the family crest outside up a bit. Why would you use poison for that? Do you think I can get much money for the family crest actually? It's cleaned up a bit now. What? It looks like the Sinclair family crest, but it's very dirty. You can barely make it out under all the grime. It's certainly clear no one's cleaned it recently. Why did you buy the poison the other day? There was a nest of spiders between the two servants' quarters. Obviously I had to kill them before pathetic servants wind up at my father some more. Honestly, it's like they expect to be treated like royalty. If I had it my way, I would fire the whole worthy lot of them. I guess we're just gonna check if it's actually poison or not. A faint smell of poison and a few dead spiders is all that remains of the spider's nest. Okay, so I guess Frank is our guy. Apparently I need to drop this if I want to keep it. I know who did it. I have conclusive proof. You do? That's excellent work. Let's hear it then. I don't think he was an intruder, and I don't think Lord Sinclair was killed by being stabbed. Really? Why not? Nobody heard the guard dog barking, which you would have if there had been an intruder who was responsible. Nobody heard any signs of struggle either. I think the knife was there to throw suspicion away from the real culprit. Ah, yes. That makes sense. But who did do it then? You proved to the guard the thread matches Frank's clothes. Yes, I'd have to still agree with that, but we need more evidence. Proved to the guard Frank did not use poison on the Sinclair crest. Excellent work. If you had considered a career as a detective, but afraid that's still not quite enough. You matched Frank's fingerprints with those on a dagger found on the body of Lord Sinclair. Yes, there's no doubt about it. It must have been Frank who killed his father. All the guards must congratulate you on your excellent work in helping us solve this case. We don't have many murders here in Gillinor, and I'm afraid we wouldn't have been able to solve it by ourselves. We will hold him here under house arrest until such time as we bring him to trial. You have our gratitude, and I'm sure the rest of the families as well, in helping to apprehend the murderer. I'll take the evidence from you now. Hand over all the evidence. Please accept this reward from the family. Yippee! Wink. Short is 30 minutes. Oh wait, what if I talk to him again? Apparently you aren't stupid as you look. You just here? Oh, they all say that. How dare they? Fremenic Isles? Oh wait. I can go up this way. Where am I going? Why can't I just... Oh. I must have clicked on the middle one. Yippee! Oh my god, I can attack the fox? Foxy. Hang on, I need to check something. Okay. Oh wait, no, the quest is in here. The Fremenic Exiles and Lunar Diplomacy. Okay. Oh wait. Oh no, that is it. Who do I start? Bjorn? Hey, it's you again. What's your face? Kana? No, not them, the other one. What's your face? Narlock? That's what I diddle, did I? Did I? Diddle? Okay, I'll leave you to your drinking. Thanks, pal, you're alright. Oh wait, you're not the guy. Captain, ask for a quest. Not at the moment, Narlock. Rest assured, should your services to the Fremenic be required, I shall call upon you. You don't meet requirements. Okay, fine. What about... Can I do Lunar Diplomacy? Oh, I can. Long. Hello there. Wait. Hey, don't call me Outlander. I'm known as the Mighty Larlock. Can't say I've heard of you. Now, so they let your sword into the cloud nowadays. Well, things have really changed since I've been gone. You don't look like a Fremenic yourself. Yes, I suppose that's true. I have been gone such a long time. You've been away from these parts a while? Oh, you haven't heard of the infamous Lokar, scourge of the northern seas? No. That's you then, is it? We're gone already. I have no regrets about why I left. Why did you leave? As a young man, I learned that the Fremennik way of life was too slow for me. Oh, sure, every so often we got to go on big raiding parties, looting and pillaging the weaker islands around here for food and profit, but... well, after a while, that was all I looked forward to doing. Growing crops, milking cows, catching and cooking food, day-to-day activities of our life. Hi, Jervy. They're so boring. No, I knew what I wanted to do, and that was attack innocent people going about their daily business, steal all their money, and then spend it on wine, money, and song. Okay. So I ran away from the Relica to become a pirate. It's way more fun. Plus, you get to see the world. Was the world good then? Only, you seem to have returned to Relica after all. Yes, I've returned here, but that's only because we're short on supplies. See. So, where are you and your scurvy sea dogs headed to next? Shiver me timbers. You're trying my patience. Sorry, I got caught up in the moment. Indeed. Well, the rest of the group are at Lunar Isle at the moment. It's where the Moon Clan live. The Moon Clan? I think I've heard of them. No, you haven't. I'd be surprised if you haven't. They're the Fremennik's most hated enemy. They've been at war with them for hundreds of years. Actually, that might be a problem for you then. Problem? Yeah, they're a really powerful race of mages. They'd read your mind and see that you're a Fremennik straight away, then probably turn you inside out and feed you to the birds. Cosmic. But you went there okay? Yeah, but I think the Fremenniks are a bunch of losers. They probably picked up on that. Oh my god, this guy's a pick-me. Look, I know a way you'll be able to travel there without, you know, getting killed and all that, if you fancy a trip. Sure. Why not? I've always wondered what the state of my innards are. That's the spirit. Well, what you want to do is go to the Brunt, the chieftain, and get a seal of passage from him. A seal of passage? What's that? Well, it shows that you're a diplomat for the Fremennik, so you'll have immunity from being killed and stuff. It's an ancient tradition not to attack anyone bearing a seal of passage, because they're probably on a diplomatic mission, or well connected with powerful allies. Either way, killing them is usually a bad idea. So I have to try and bring peace to two warring nations who have been fighting for centuries? What? I never said you had to bother trying to do that. You just have to pretend like you might. No skin off my nose if those losers want to get slaughtered by the Moon Clan, but just more stuff for me to loot when they're all dead. Well, I'll try. I am the mighty Larlac, after all. Yes. So I have to talk to the chieftain and tell him I want a sealed passage. That's it? Because in my experience, simple tasks like that always seem to take longer than I expect. Yeah, just go over and talk to the chief loser. You might have to tell him some rubbish he wants to hear, but that's it. I'm back here, and when you got it, my supplies are loaded, and I'm good to head back to our ship. Okay, be right back then. Derby's honest reaction to Minami, the 15-year-old girl. Derby, stop being sus. Ask about a seal of passage. Hey there, chieftain. Could you help me out with a seal of passage? Seal of passage? Whatever for? Well, I heard that there had been great troubles between your people and that of the Moon Clan. I was hoping to help, and so I need the seal of passage to show my intentions. Larlac, many have tried, but the Moon Clan are by no means a sharing group of people. They do everything by magic, something we never use. They're so secretive about it. If only they would share, we wouldn't have to kill them all the time. I'll see what I can do. Can I have the seal then? If you are to bring peace to our two warring clans, then perhaps it is best that you do. Wow, yippee! Is there a bank on Lunar Island? I'll be right back. I think. Actually, no. Let's see where this goes first. Where's Seal of Passage? So you got the seal from the chieftain. Can I leave this dump of a town? Yep, got it right here. Great. Let's head back to my ship. You ready to go now? Yep. Arr. Yar. Let's be on our way. Yar. Why are you talking like that? Is that how pirates talk? Only the very stupid ones. I suggest you don't talk like that to my crew. They'll probably assume that you're mocking them and kill you. So let's start again. You ready to go? Why, yes. Tally-ho. I suppose that will have to do. Here we are at the Pirate's Cove. You'll find the captain already on board. Pirate's Cove? Where are we? Who are you people? Hello. Are you lily-livered landlubber? They do talk like that. Lerm. Hello, bottle. There's a cooking range. What's the point of this area? Windswept tree. Why are there like little lamps? Oh wait, that's a flag. Never mind. Hanging pirate. Just hanging around. Otto is so suspicious, I agree. Murky Pat. Hello. But to you too. Yar, we be pirates, yar. Avast, you scurvy land-loving lychee. Please don't talk like that. It's extremely irritating. Also, please don't call me a lychee, whatever that might be. Oh, okay. Sorry. We were told not to talk like this. Hello. Aren't you a little short for a pirate? My mother was a gnome. Apparently it was a very painful birth. Excuse me? More info than I wanted, thanks. Some regular-ass human mated with a gnome. Of course. Regular-ass guy, specifically. Regular-ass man. Aye, aye, Captain. I don't recognize you as one of my men. What are you doing aboard my ship?
Always, squawk.
Oh, the Lokar offered me a journey. He said you could take me to the island of the Moon Clan. Oh, he did he? Sometimes regret ever allowing that vagabond to join the crew. He has a very bad work ethic, and I have to say, his attitude can be very confrontational.
Lokar the loser. Waka?
So, you won't take me to the Lunar Isle? Well, no, I didn't say that. We're returning there again soon anyway, as our last visit was most profitable. In fact, as soon as our boys are finished loading stocks, we should be ready to depart. Now, as captain of the ship, I feel I must play host, even if you aren't exactly a welcome guest. So, was there anything you would wish to know? Can you tell me anything about the Moon Clan? It all seems very mysterious, I must say. The Moon Clan, they're very fine people, very hospitable. We had heard that they are very aware of strangers and dislike people just showing up on their island, but when we sent a landing party aboard, they all seemed more than happy to see us. Well, they even threw a big festival in our honor. Anyway, they had a large supply of items that we felt we could use in the high seas, so we made a few trades with them, and we're on our way. Kinds of items. Well, I'm not sure how much you've heard about them, but they are magical experts. They sold us many rune stones as well as a few good luck charms and talismans and such to help us on our voyage. Yes, they might have been a little secretive about that strange temple in the old lodge of theirs in town, and I must say they certainly have the strangest house I've ever seen in my life in their little village, but it was a pleasant trip all around, and I look forward to trading there again in the future. After all, it's not everywhere that a pirate captain and his crew can rest ashore without having to worry about the authorities catching them, is it?
Fight the law, Squawk.
No, I guess it isn't. Is there anything else you wish to ask me about while I'm not busy? Can you tell me... Wait, what were you doing at Lunar Isle? If the gnome was 15, Jervy would. Jervy... yeah. Jervy sus. What were you doing at Lunar Isle anyway? I always thought pirates would be, you know, out pirating. Well, obviously the actual pirating is a big part of our agenda, but we like to think of ourselves as non-regulated merchants. What good is plunder if you have nothing to spend it on, Likewise, I'm a forward-thinking pirate, and endeavor to invest much of my plunder back into the ship and its crew, so that we can be a better and more efficient force for theft upon the sea. So you went to Lunar Isle for supplies? Well, obviously not initially. Obviously our first thought was to show up, rob them blind, then take off again with the plunder spilling from our decks. So what made you change your mind? Well, firstly there were the monsters. Monsters? Oh yes, hundreds of the things. The island swarming with them, you know. Dirty, smelly beasts as big as a wolf. You'd certainly better be either handy with a blade or quick on your toes if you want to spend much time outside of the village with those things around everywhere.
Run for your lives, lads. It's a monster, Squawk.
So you didn't attack the Moon Clan because you were worried you yourself would be attacked by those monsters trying to make your escape? Oh yes, absolutely. That and the next reason. The next reason? Yes, the next reason being that the Moon Clan are quite stupendously powerful magicians. You'll notice it as soon as you look at them. Really quite powerful. Quite powerful indeed. As soon as we saw them, we lost any thoughts about trying to attack or steal from them. Which, as it turned out, was lucky for us.
Bunch of blooming loonies.
It was? Oh yes, they can read minds, you see. If we'd shown up there thinking about robbing them, they would have just killed us all on the spot. I did mention that they're extraordinarily powerful magicians, didn't I? Yes, you did. I'm glad I did, because they really are. And mind readers. Yes, all in all, I'm glad we didn't try any funny business in the end after all. Plus, there's that other good reason. The reason being... well, when you're a crew of successful pirates, it becomes more and more difficult to ever moor somewhere and spend your loot. People are far too quick to call the guards on troublemakers these days. So finding a village where people are more than happy to trade with you regardless of who you may have just stolen from and killed. I like that non-judgmental attitude of theirs. Okay then. Anything else you want to know before we set sail? What can you tell me about your ship? It's very impressive. A connoisseur. Yes, she's named Lady Zay, and I must say, it's one of the finest ships to ever sail the seas. It was a steal from the Karamjan shipyards. And when I say it was a steal, I mean to say that myself and some of the lads broke in and stole it one night. I don't know who they were building these warships for, but whoever it was seemed to be a little on the short side. Oh my god, this was a part of the gnomes! We had to do a little remodeling of the doors and rooms so that we didn't have to crouch around everywhere. But I finally got her just how I want her. And we have enough cannons down below decks to bombard a small town, I'd wager.
I want guns, lots of guns. I want guns, lots of guns.
I used to own my own ship, you know. We crashed into Crandor. It was called Lady Lumbridge, if I remember correctly. I wonder what happened to it. Interesting. You never struck me as being a captain material, but I guess there's a ship out there for everyone. The Lady Zay is certainly a big step up from my last ship anyway. Your last ship? What was wrong with that one? Well, it just wasn't sturdy enough. I was on a perfectly routine raiding expedition to the east of here when we ran into a squall that pushed us toward the rocky shore. A few select men and myself managed to escape with our lives intact on the small rowboat, but the rest of my crew were washed ashore as the ship was wrecked on those jagged rocks. Yes, it was a tragedy. To lose such a fine ship, in such an insulting manner. And of course the rest of your crew... Who? Oh, yes, the crew. Yes, it was a tragedy. I paid them in advance, you know. I'll never see that money again. No, I mean... Actually mean it was a shame that so many of your crew have died in the shipwreck. Was it? Well, if you say so. Actually, the last I heard quite a few of them had survived and had set up a little hideaway next to the remains of the shipwreck. If you're particularly worried about them, perhaps you might like to go and pay them a visit someday and make sure to bring a lot of easily transferable wealth with you. They love people visiting them with easily transferable wealth. Now, is there something you wish to talk to me about? Time is pressing on. We really need to set sail soon if we want to make the most of the winds.
Move it or lose it. Move it or lose it.
Alright, let's go. I don't know where he's talking about where there's a shipwreck and there's people there. Alright, let's go to Lunar Island now. I must say, it all sounds very intriguing over there. As long as you keep your seal of passage with you at all times. While you're on the island, you should be okay, even if you are a Fremenic. I'm not kidding. They are very dangerous, and it would not be wise for you to travel there without your seal of passage marking you as a diplomat. Okay, got my seal with me at all times. Check. Can we go now? Ah, yes indeed. The wind seems good, so let's make a move.
He's blowing a storm, Captain.
Well, that was a deuce strange. We to sail a boat?
Wait to sail a boat. Wait to sail a boat.
This is very strange. What? What is? I don't understand. This is all very strange. That was probably the most pointless journey I've ever taken in my life. The course is flooded. We had a fair tailwind the whole journey. But we haven't budged an inch. I just don't understand. Maybe you should speak with Jack. Who? Our navigator. He is at the rear of the ship, one floor below deck. He's an old sea dog with a brown pirate's hat.
Below deck, below deck.
Can you try again? Okay. Where's the below deck? Jack sails. Was the ship supposed to go in a big loop like that? Pretty sure it wasn't, no. Any idea what caused it? Absolutely none at all. Eagle Eye Schultz. Did you just see that? Hope you're doing all three put, by the way. Classic quest. It's very long. See what? The ship's sailing. We're not sailing. We're sailing in a big circle and coming back here. I don't know. I'm not a sailor, but whatever it was very strange. Can't say that I did know. Sorry. I was keeping an eye out. An eye out for what? Sorry. I can't really say. But I'll know when I see it. Did he give himself a black eye with the telescope? Alright, where is the downstairs? Who's this? First mate Davy boy. We might have a jinx aboard. Someone who has recently come aboard and seems to bring us bad luck. If it is a jinx, the only answer would be to throw them overboard as shark food. You just recently came aboard the ship yourself, didn't you? Because I don't recall us having any trouble before you showed up. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything, I hope. Well, you better hope this isn't your fault. There's one thing I hate more than a stowaway, it's a jinx. Alright, let's go downstairs then. These guys are just prepping you for when sailing comes out. This is how sailing's gonna be? Tommy to... Oh, this guy, Jack. Hey, are you the navigator? That I am. Why? Can you think you can navigate us a course on this ship that isn't a big stupid circle? I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Come on now, if you're the navigator, then it stands to reason. It's your fault we didn't sail anywhere. Now listen here, bucko. My course was true, like all of the others, and if you have a problem with how I do my job, then you better go and speak to the captain about it, because I don't appreciate a stowaway wandering in here and criticizing me. Well, maybe I will go and talk to the captain about you. You'd better do that then. Fine, I will. Well, do it. I am. Watch. Here I go. Oh, I'm so scared now. Yeah, you better be. But you're still here. Yeah, but not for long. Well, you better go then. Fine, I'm gone. So stupid. Silly. Hello again. Hey there, Captain. What are you wanting now? Perhaps it's the navigator's fault? Maybe he made a mistake when he plumbed the course? You think so? Perhaps I'd better ask him about that. But his course looked true. I just don't understand. I'll go ask him what happened for you then, I guess. You will? Well, thank you. You're very helpful for a stowaway. He's 1 floor below deck, to the rear of the ship.
Stowaway, stowaway, skirt.
I'm not a stowaway. Gah! So... why are we arguing again? Didn't you just go down and ask him already? I did! Oh my god, this is like... Okay. I don't know why we're having this conversation again. So, call yourself a navigator, huh? Way to plot a course that's a big circle. Frankly, milady, your rudeness is quite appalling. My calculations and plotted course were expertly calculated, and there can only be one reason why the ship has failed to arrive at its expected destination. Oh really? What's that then? Wrong kind of waves? Your steering wheel got stuck? I do not have to take this kind of abuse from a common stowaway. I'll have you know that I'm a personal friend of the captain, and he himself invited me aboard for a small cruise around Lunar Isle, along with a variety of local delicacies and beverages. Really? You don't seem like the type he would make friends with. Oh, absolutely. Me and him go way back. Way back. We're like apples and custard. Everybody says so. Yep, me and Captain Rennie, we're a team. You mean Captain Bentley? Right, Bentley. That's what I said. No, you didn't. You called in Captain Rennie. Oh yeah, it's like a nickname. Only his friends are allowed to call him that. Yes, I've known him for over 20 years, and he has never asked to be referred to as anything except Captain Bentley. Wow, he must hate you. And indeed, he has never mentioned any stowaway-looking vagabonds as friends. Well, that's besides the point. It's all your fault, and I'm going to make sure the captain fizzles or gizzards, or whatever it is you piratey types do to each other. But it wasn't my fault. Look, see for yourself. All coordinates for the journey are carefully plotted to all visible waypoints and landmasses. There can only be one possible explanation why the ship hasn't reached its destination, as I mentioned before. Oh really? And what could that be then? And your explanation better be good, or Captain Rennie is going to shiver your timbers for good. You mean Captain Bentley? Yeah, whatever. Carry on. Magic. It must be magic. Somebody must have jinxed our ship, but I have no idea who could have done that or why. Although your highly suspicious behavior towards me and mysterious sudden appearance on board at the exact time that this jinx appears to have been brought upon us would make you seem like the obvious candidate. And all we know what we do to someone who's... And we all know what we do to someone who's a jinx. We do? That would explain our attitude change. No, I'm sure your good friend Captain Bentley has told you all about the last jinx we had on board. Oh yeah, he absolutely did, yes. I just have, lapses in memory occasionally. Oh, it was horrible. Never knew the human body could contain so many mackerel. What? And then that thing they did with the tinderbox and the cheese. Still wake up to nightmares about that sometimes. Right. I better go find out Jinx before someone else accuses me of this being my fault. Well, now what? Oh, I have to talk to them in a certain order? Why? Woke up from a nap and I feel so buh. What if you didn't feel so buh? What is this guy doing? Hey, I'm wondering if you know anything about a Jinx at all. Say no to buh. Yes. A Jinx, you say? Ah, those are evil things. Good question. What exactly is Jinx anyway? Well, see, they take many. They take many forms. Sometimes it will just be a person with such staggeringly bad luck that everything they do or say invariably leads them into trouble and commotions through no fault of their own. Everything they touch will always bring them misery, and everything they think will have achieved will always end in disaster. Uh-huh. But then there's another kind of Jinx, though even worse kind. It is a curse put upon someone, often attached to an object of some kind, and it is done deliberately so that misfortune will always follow the owner of that object. So why is it such a big deal to sailors? I think it's the passage amulet thing. Oh, well, now when you're on land, bad luck can be an annoyance, and possibly even bring you grief, but it is rarely deadly. The Jinx on land may fall over tree roots or lose their coins down a drain or some other irritation. But at sea, with nothing saving you from the cold, murky death of drowning except the wood below your feet, why, Jinxes can kill not just you, but the entire crew of a ship. They are an evil thing indeed, and the only thing you can do to save yourself and your crew is to forcibly remove the Jinx from the ship as soon as possible, dead or alive. Or casting some kind of anti-curse magic upon the Jinx item might work, but to be honest, throwing them overboard is quicker. Wait, so someone with magical power can deliberately place a Jinx upon someone or something? Oh yes, but they would have to be a very magical and very evil person to risk the lives of an entire ship over some trivial matter. Someone highly magical, like, oh, let's say, for the sake of argument, the inhabitants of the Lunar Isle, aka the Moon Clan? Well, I suppose so, but for them to curse an entire boat? Somebody from the landing party must have done something highly offensive to them at the feast, for them to place such an evil enchantment that risks the lives of the entire crew. So somebody from the landing party must have gotten themselves jinxed. Thanks a lot, Eagle Eye, you've been extremely helpful. It's that irritable guy that we talked to first, the person who gave us this quest. Talk to the cabin boy? No. Leafy buns. Lecherous Lee? Otto got 3 hours of sleep last night, got to work, and somebody had taken your fan away, so you felt like you were getting cooked alive. Who stole your fan? Betty be boppin'. Hi, Jet. Hi. Sorry, the galley's closed for restocking, so you'll have to come back later if you'll be wanting food. Actually, I'm not after food, I'm after information. What's that? Some kind of alcohol? If it ain't no grog, I don't be stalking it. Can I just ask you something? Is he drunk? Aye, that you may, as long as you don't mind me carrying on with me stockings while we talk. No, that's fine. I appreciate your time. So I have reason to believe that a jinx has befallen the ship due to someone offending the Moon Clan somehow. I was wondering if you knew anything about that. The Moon Clan, you say? Oh, well, I did not know much about them folks. When everyone else went to their big old feast, I stayed aboard the ship. I gots to be honest, I never trust any food I ain't prepared myself. Wait, so the whole crew except you were at the big feast on Lunar Isle? Was there drink involved? Aye, dare be sure. So a bunch of drunk pirates feasting on Lunar Isle. I think I have my suspect for when the Moon Clan were offended. Thanks for the help there, Beefy. Alright, lecherous man. Some co-worker was too lazy to steal their shit back, so you decided to die in the heat instead. I have a couple questions to ask you about the big feast on Lunar Isle you went to last time you were there. Ah, yes, I was quite taken with their hospitality. Did you see anyone being rude to the Moon Clan at all? Well, we were all in high spirits, but I certainly didn't see anything like that going on. And I don't suppose you saw anyone slipping away in the middle of the festival or anything? Other than the first mate, no, I didn't see anyone slip away from the feast. Okay, wait, are you gonna say you saw the first mate slip away in the middle of the You say you saw the first mate slip away in the middle of the feast? That I did. I don't think you saw me see him leave, but it was definitely him. I watched him head towards our ship, and he came back, oh, I don't know, 20 minutes later or so. I doubt anyone else saw it. He's just slipped away in the midst of the feast festivities. Thanks, you've been very helpful. No problem. First mate Davy boy. So, we finally get to the truth, Mr. Davy boy. That's even your real name. Huh? You're finally confessing to being a stowaway and a jinx. What? No! No, Davy, this is about you! This is about your lies and your bad behavior. Oh, what on Jillin are you on about now? I know your secret, first mate, Mr. First Mate. I know that you're a phony. I know that you are not who you claim to be on the night in question. I didn't question. Phony. Secret? What are you blathering about now? Oh, come, Davy boy. It's not too late to weasel your way out of this one. I have absolutely no idea what on earth you were talking about. Oh, you know. Your alibi? Alibi? You know. How you told me that you were at that feast on Lunar Isle all night? Well, let me tell you that you are a liar. I have an eyewitness that saw you leave the feast and go off and do who knows what for a good 20 minutes. I think it's time to come clean, Davy boy. Maybe you should hear the truth. What? Oh, of course I was at that feast all night. Huh. You know what? Now that you come to mention it, you are correct. I did leave the feast. Aha! I knew it! No, calm down. It was nothing particularly interesting. I merely had to inspect the rigging was secure before the ship was docked securely for the night. It was one of those things you have to do in case a storm blows up while you're asleep and yanks the ship off to sea unattended. Wait, why didn't you tell me this before? Well, clearly it slipped my mind. It's not one of my usual responsibilities, so obviously I didn't think much of it. Wait. What do you mean it's not one of your usual responsibilities? It's the cabin boy's job to ensure that the rigging and sails have been safely secured before disembarking the ship. Pirates Regulations number 445328. So, why didn't he? I have no idea. I couldn't find him at the feast, so I left to secure them myself. Wait, so he wasn't at the feast? Not that I could see, no. And I do recall I spent some good time looking for him. So the cabin boy wasn't at the feast at all? Why didn't you tell me earlier? I suppose it slipped my mind. Surely it can't be of any importance, a little runt like that. It's only the single most important thing you've said to me since I've met you. If you say so. Well, I guess this explains why the cabin boy's been acting so suspiciously. I better go and have a word with him. How do we know he's been acting suspicious? I never even spoke to him. I'd always wondered what the job description actually meant. It was you! Me? You left in the you left in the middle of the feast. What did you do? You're a spy for the Moon Clan, aren't you?
No.
Admit it.
But
Yeah, I'll go get the captain and plank and a hungry shark.
okay, I confess.
Yes! 1-0 to Kana.
There's no need to brag. Yes, I left the feast. I was lured by a girl from the Moon Clan. She promised me control the ship if I did this simple task for her. I couldn't resist. Have you any idea how hard it is being a boy on a ship full of pirates? I had no idea it would turn out like this. Like how it has.
What did she ask you to do?
She showed me some symbols and she asked me to draw 5 of them throughout the ship. Some kind of magic tricks. Please don't tell the captain, he'll kill me. If I ever get to that island again, I'm going to see what she has to say for herself.
I don't know. Some people. I'll see what I can do.
I need a special kind of lantern to see them. There are 5 symbols in total, I think. I vaguely remember what I put them on. One was up on a wall. One on a container, some on a box of some sort, one was on a support. The last one was hazy. I remember that it was big and metal.
You better not be lying.
I'm not! Honest, look. I have a lantern and lens here. Put them together and then light it with a tinderbox. Then you can use it to search the ship for symbols.
Emerald lantern. Okay, I need a bank. What's the closest bank? Where am I getting a tinderbox from? Alright. Well, now I need to get all the items. On Telekathon time. Oh no. I originally thought that our amulet was cursed. Marentil, Ramen Staff, Tinderbox. I have a lantern somewhere. Oh, here. Ear talisman. Earth. Fire. Water. Pickaxe. Mortar and pestle. A spade. Come back here. Combat runes. I thought getting a quest cape would solve my bank space problem, but my Slayer tab has surpassed my old quest tab in collectibles. Oh no. A spade. Okay. Okay, we have everything. Oh wait, I can just... Okay, where's the Reminic code? EKS? Alrighty. Wait, why are you keeping all the Slayer stuff? What's in your Slayer tab? Can't you also just buy more space? I was contemplating it, but then I saw that my friend who's also been playing for a long time has not bought any space at all, and I was like, huh. A lot of alcohols that I get every task to keep placeholders. Oh. I see why that would fill up so fast. Take from barrel. Why is there an apple? Alright, now what? Use emerald lantern. I used the emerald lens on the lantern already. Oh. This is an emerald lantern. What the fuck? You need to add some oil before you can light it. Use the emerald lantern on the oh. Oh, I have to look for the things. Okay, you know what? Use. It's a thing. Rub away. I'm down 4 more to go. What did it say? I'm too stingy to spend 4 mil for 40 space. It's not worth it yet. Oh. Alright. Where else did he say? Wall, container, box. Support. All container, box, and a support. Wall, contain. Is this a support? Nope, nothing here. A box. Is this a support? Okay, you know what? This is probably gonna take too long. I'll just do this. We can't spend too long doing this. It will take too long. Ball chart. Oh, Ace Cook, thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Sorry, got messaged. Okay. Oh, it was a box. I mean, a chest. What does it look like? It doesn't even- they don't even show you what it looks like anymore. In the kitchen. That's it. I've removed all the symbols and hopefully the jinx. I can't believe this kid gave me a lamp, like an oil lamp with no oil on it, and that's why I couldn't light it. Oh, thank you, 3-put. Right now more of blue highlight. The jinx should be gone now. Really? Good work, landlubber. No worries, it was all down to the cabin boy, it seems. Pesky kid. But I remember when I was a cabin boy. Many years ago, I started off as... Spare me the life story. Can we go now? No need to be rude. Sorry. Very well, so off we go. Here we are, Lunar Isle. Thanks, Captain. Oh. What are the monsters they're talking about? Oh, the astral altar. Ooh, flax. Ooh, the astral altar. What's this? A lantern legs. Oh, the level 111 stuff. Oh, there's a bank. Alright, awesome. I didn't have to lug everything. But they didn't tell me there was a bank here on the map earlier. Oh. Why is it dark? We're floating! Oh my god. Wow, here goes nothing. Holy shit! Wait, this is the house from Final Fantasy that you kill. Oh, hello, Doc. Floating enchanted bucket. Hello there. Hi, welcome to the general store. How might I help you? Wow, Baba Yaga house. Oh, right. The lead! Ooh, a lectern. You must be using the Lunar Spellbook to use this lectern. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, the cabin boy. So you've plucked up the courage to come and confront that girl.
That I did.
And?
She turned out to be really nice. She's joining us to become a pirate.
Really? And you're not skeptical about this? You know, after what she did last time?
She has no spell on me.
Oh, I see. He has a spell on him. Why are you talking like that?
Like what?
Like someone was talking for you. Are you sure she hasn't put a spell on you? Did she wave a watch in front of your face? You know, like tell you to look deeper into her eyes?
She has no spell on me.
I think you've been hypnotized. I wonder what happens if I click my fingers. Oh dear. Well, I'm sure you'll learn one day. Okay, well... There's some girl, right? Should we confront her? Who's in this house? No one's here. Cabin boy was having a moment. Bouquet, Mac Hyacinth. What happens if I go in here? Oh! Baba Yaga! Wow! Interesting house you got here. His name is Bertie. Bertie the chicken leg house. Okay, bye. Is there anyone else around? I feel like there's a lot less people. Than there are houses. May? Oh, Moon Clan fine clothes. Okay. Will I get killed by those Suka thingies? Oh, I can't examine them for some reason. A strange creature unique to the Lunar Isle. One Ironmancer? Spiritual leader of the Moon Clan. Hello. Hi, hello. How are you today? I am... fine. Yes, I know. What? How did you... by reading your mind? But that's not important. We have some important things to discuss. We do? This is gonna take some time, take some getting used to. Of course! I can see that you've come bearing great promise. Great promise. Please, just tell me why you've come to your island. Just tell me why you've come to our island. Well, I'm seeking some kind of settlement between your clan and the Fremeniks. I understand there has been a dispute for a great many years, and being a member of the Fremenik clan, I wanted to come as a representative to see if anything couldn't be sorted out. A very honorable objective, but how do you suppose this will be possible? That's what I was hoping you may be able to help me with. Can you tell me more about why you don't feel like your people get on with the Fremeniks? We are very in tune with magic, as you've no doubt observed, but we have yet to meet one Fremenik with a perspective that is of any value. They are always picking at us to reveal our secrets, but why should we when they view us so? I think you'd be quite surprised as how flexible they could be. I think they just feel like you put yourselves on a higher pedestal to look down at them. They don't like that and can't see what's so special about you and your ways. Well, you are one of them. Perhaps if you can understand our ways, that will at least be a start. How does that sound to you? Fine. I'm always eager to learn. What sort of thing do you have in mind? Well, we have a ritual called the View of Self-Dream. It is a ritual that we all have to go through. You see, the path to understanding magic is through understanding ourselves. It is a power innate to every living creature, but it takes a great understanding of self to tap into. One of the best ways to understand ourselves is through our dreams. These are a demonstration of our subconscious. Our subconscious being raw and true, but it takes many years to get into a situation where you are ready to attempt it. I'm not so sure I want to wait years to solve this. Is there any way I can just attempt this ritual now? I don't mind you trying, but I really doubt you'll achieve anything. There are also fair few preparations you'll have to make first, too. That's okay. What do I have to do? Well, you're going to need to do a few things. You'll need a waking sleep potion, a lunar staff, and ceremonial traveling clothes. Start with the potion. I suggest you go have a word with Baba Yaga in her chicken house, and she will help you with the making of the potion. Chicken house? Oh yes, you can't miss it. It's walking around the north of town. Is Fremenic Island full of women only? Because the moon is supposed to be, like, feminine. Hi, Asads. Are you a woman? I think so. Can I talk to them? Oh, these are men. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh wait, no, I have to talk to, Baba Yaga. Hi. Ah, a visitor from a distant land. How can I help? The one Iromancer told me you may be able to help. With a potion? I don't think I'll ever get used to you people reading my mind. Yes, a potion of waking sleep? I need it to go to the dreamland. You know, that's really quite rude. Sorry, carry on. Well, I was hoping you could tell me how to make one. Of course. Are you sure you're ready to take on this dreamland? There's no harm in trying, right? Well, some people have gone mad from visiting their dreams. You really know how to instill discomfort, do you? How do you make... You'll need 1 guam leaf, 1 marantil leaf, and a sisquatooth ground using a pestle and mortar. Mine these in the vial and water, and bam! You've got your potion. You should be able to get the ingredients from the Siqua monsters. You'll also need a special vial. I have one. I have one here. Thanks. I should go. Oh, empty vial. A vessel for holding liquid. Where's the water source? In here. No, that's a brazier. Water. Guam Marvel. Alright. What are they doing? Weak to earth. Wait, no, I do have to go that way. I just need to kill it from, like, here or something. Why did you have to run around for that? Why? Wait, I don't understand. Why are you running away towards it for that? Oh my god. Oh, you know what? It's because I have this on. Sick beard. Whoa, no you. Ow. Where's your beard? Okay, I made the potion. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to give this to her. Oops. again.
Have you got the potion to give me?
I have indeed.
Well done. I'd take that for safekeeping. So what next? Next, we will sort you out with the staff before the close. You're going to have to get a hold of a Dragon staff first. You'll need to take it to the air, fire, and water and earth altars to imbue it with the power to convert it into a lunar staff. Bring that back to me and then we can get on with the next stage. And don't worry, you'll be able to do anything you can with the new enchanted version of the Dragon staff as you could with its ordinary form, including visiting the Lost City. Okay.
Oh, my law runes. Wait. Never mind. To follow door for the air temple. Time to walk. Oh wait. I don't think I need this anymore. Okay. Drawings that oop. Lunar Staff Part 1. Where was Earth again? Oh, Earth is by rock. Fire. Can do this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for part 2. Okay, wait, I need fire rune for Varrock teleport. Oh, wait, we have to go to water too, right? We can do water. Oh, wait, I have flax and stuff to— oops. Let me use this flax while I'm here. Well, Locke, thanks for the 100 bits subscribing, right? Oh, no, not that. Wait, what did I do? Oh, not like that. Okay. We can put the air tiara away now. Since I have it in my inventory already, I'm just gonna quickly fletch these. Exactly what, Bottle? Oh, we have to go in an order? God damn it. Alright, fine. Why did it go in order? What is Otto talking about now? Otto's bus. Alright, now water. I'm too lazy. I'm gonna teleport. I'm gonna go around this side this time. Alright, we don't need this fire tier anymore either. I'm gonna put that down there. Earth is by Varrock. Earth Tiara. Never orgasms. Who's maidenless? Oh, nice, Jet. Alright, now do I go back? I guess I do go back. Alright, I don't need this crown anymore. Oh, I have the lunar staff ready to go. What does this do exactly? Can't wear the clothes of the Moon Clan yet. What does that mean? Do I have to walk? I can't use the fairy portals anymore? Is that right? Oh my god. Alright, I gotta walk all the way. Alright, that's fine. You're saying I'm maidenless. I mean, I'm not lesbian, so that would make sense. Oh wait, no, I mean, you're saying I'm maidenless. But still, I'm not lesbian, so, like, yeah. What happens if I don't bring the seal of passage? Do I instantly die? Hi, Fairy. Congrats on your passing your exam. Yippee! Didn't pass yet? Oh, we won't know till next month? Oh. Wait, true, know what? If you talk to any lunar people, they tail you away without the seal. Oh. Do I have to wear it, though? It just has to be with me. Walking. In game. Oh wait, my running's almost back. Alright, time to go back. Oh wait.